Hello Tech9, I'm joined here today by none other than ReDeYe, shoutcasting legend, now turned manager. Coming out of a CGS contract where you were supposed to be commenting on the managers as well as the players, how does it feel to make the change into a manager position yourself?
It's different. I think it's something I've done before anyway, so it's not the first time I've managed a team, but it's probably the one I've done in terms of spotlights. You know, it's the first time I've done it at a LAN like this. It's very different, it's very nerve-wracking. It's worse than playing by a long way, because you can't change anything. So, but I've really enjoyed it. It's been fun.
How about the team you're managing, TCM? How are they like, people-wise and skill-wise?
People-wise, you know, the main reason I got into the management of these guys specifically was because of their personalities and because of the kind of guys they are. They're amongst the best guys that I know in the Counter-Strike Source community in terms of attitude and professionalism, and the fact that they just enjoy playing the game for the fact that they enjoy playing the game. And they don't earn a salary, it's not their full-time job, but they want it to be, and I admire that. And unlike some of the idiots that we do have in the community, these guys are solid guys, and I wanted to try and help them find an organisation, which we did back in December and January, and it ended up with Team Quartermaster. And you know, so far so good. It's been a good couple of months with them.
Okay. Now, your new position as a manager, is that combinable with your role at quadV?
That's a tricky question actually, because I was offered a role in the CGS as a general manager as well, and I didn't turn it down as such, but we spoke about it being difficult to manage both jobs. I could never do both jobs. This one is slightly different because the majority of the times that I'm managing TCM at an event, I won't actually be shoutcasting, and if I am, then I'll need to manage that, and that's going to be a tricky one at iSeries, for example. But it's something that we're aware of as a team. I don't think I'm necessarily a hugely important cog in the team. You know, I'm not their sixth player. They can manage perfectly well without me in terms of playing, but I just hope add that vocal touch behind them and sort of help them with the stuff that they don't want to do, the crap and the hotel ordering and the planes and all that sort of stuff. So if I can help them in that, that's fine.
Well, I spoke to Seaman earlier and he actually said that you are an important cog to their newly formed team, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. How about shoutcasting? When can we see an online ReDeYe shoutcast again?
Another good question. I've been away from online shoutcasting for a while, obviously concentrating on the championship gaming stuff, iSeries. I've done plenty of events, and I've been casting at events. ESL, EPS recently I did cast as well with them, and I've done odds and ends, but I haven't really got into the online casting as I used to. Now the CGS is finished, I'm going to have more time. We're growing quadV all the day, every day, so hopefully in the next few months we'll have something back online. I'm trying to work on a new show as well, and we'll see. Hopefully in the next few months we'll have something online.
Okay, cool. Now, this was TCM's first actual LAN, although they did say that it's more like a boot camp. But did you enjoy coming here, and did you think it was a positive experience for the team as a whole? Yeah,
absolutely. We had two goals when we came here. One was that we had an objective before we came to farm, and one was that we wanted a boot camp or we wanted to go to a tournament. This came up at the right time. We had a choice of coming here or going to the assembly, and frankly, Finland's a bit colder than Belgium at this time of the year, so we came to Belgium. No offence to the Finns, but it's cold up there. We did use this as a boot camp, not to undermine the tournament, but we were never setting out to do anything more than finish top 3, gain some experience on LAN as a 5, and we did that. So I'm perfectly happy with the way we achieved our objectives. They were small, but we've achieved them, and hopefully there's better things to come. And certainly the game we played against Lowland Lions suggests that we're as good as they are. So I was happy overall.
Yeah, looking back at that, the first time you faced Lowland Lions didn't go all that well, but the second one, what a comeback. I mean, what was it, 13-2 on both sides and then overtime? Jesus, did you expect that?
Yeah, the first game was a bit tough because actually we did two things wrong. Firstly, we let them screw us in the head with the map choices, and we ended up with Train, which isn't a very good map for us. Why they did well because they screwed us in the head over that one. Credit to them, and they played well. We didn't. We were very nervous for some reason. First time on LAN, so it had to be expected. Second time round, we settled into it a bit more. We knew we were the underdogs. We didn't really care too much. But yeah, 13-2 down first half. Didn't expect to come back, but always hoped that we would. And we always said that our CT half on Nuke is very strong, and I think we showed that. Just a bit disappointing in places because we had chances to win that game and we didn't take them, and we'll learn from that.
How about Very Games? They just won, actually. Deserved win?
Yeah, absolutely. They've played well all weekend again. They are the #1 team in Counter-Strike Source, probably in the world right now, certainly in Europe. 3 LANs in a row that they've won now, and I wouldn't say they're untouchable, but they're playing some really, really what we'd call sexy Counter-Strike Source, and you can't ask for much better than that.
Okay, now about FOM again. It's the first time that the competitive scene has actually taken notice of our little country here in Belgium. Do you think everything was handled okay? Even though the prize pot was kind of low, did the tournament run well and stuff?
Yeah, in general, I think the quadV's guys did a great job in terms of the way that they were organising the LAN and the tournament and the admins. We had a ton of help, and I want to thank them for that, because there were times that we had a few issues with the hired PCs, and they just changed them, just swapped them out and got rid of them. Another problem with the monitor, they just took it away and changed it, so they were fantastic from that point of view. Internet was a real pain in the backside for us as trying to report stuff and getting Source TV out there. I think they need to learn that if they want more competitive community to take notice of the event in the future, then they need to fix that. They need to fix the internet, they need to fix Source TV, make sure that the basics are done for a competitive LAN. But it's always difficult going from a BYOC to being a competitive LAN. iSeries didn't get it right the first time, and they still have issues today. So it's difficult, and I appreciate that. I sometimes think that I feel really bad that I'm talking English in Belgium and feel that I should be talking some sort of Flemish, but the bottom line is, if you hold an international LAN, you need to be putting out everything in English as well. And that's not me being snobby as an English person, it's just an international language. Other than that, no, it was very good. It was enjoyable, and the people have been really friendly.
How about Belgium as a whole? Did you get used to driving on the wrong side of the road?
Fortunately, I spent a good sort of 4 or 5 months in Los Angeles last year, where they also drive on the wrong side of the road, rather more erratically, I might add as well. You guys seem to drive slow, which is, I guess, safer, but really boring. Other than that, no, it's joking aside, it's been fine. Yeah, people have been friendly. I can't really say much more. It's been a nice experience.
Okay, a couple of questions about UK-ESA then. How are you feeling UK-ESA at the moment? It looked very promising at the start. Is it still the same way?
Yeah, I think so. I think you need to remain positive. It's one of those things that it's remarkably early still, and it needs a chance to grow. And people behind the scenes have worked really, really hard to make that happen. And I think they've achieved an awful lot in a very short space of time. And I think we lose sight of that as gamers. We're very impatient people. We expect an awful lot. We expect perfection in everything, and nothing's ever going to be perfect. They've made mistakes, and they've admitted them. And some of them they're working on, and some of them they will work on. And I think it's something that we need to give it a chance before we start berating it for doing things wrong or not doing it the way we want them to do it. There is an end goal, and people are working exceptionally hard, and I think we need to respect that. And as long as we do, and we offer constructive criticism, then I think it's fine.
Okay, how about TCM in UK-ESA? What do you think you'll do?
Good question. Guys were pumped up for the Thursday game. It was our first official on Thursday, so we've not only had our first LAN this weekend, we also had our first official. Obviously there was a bit of smack talk going on with Rich afterwards, but it's all in good nature, I'm sure. But we won that game, and that was a big game for us to win. I mean, Crack Clan, they're a good clan, good quality players, they're very strong, been together a while now as a unit, and have played together a long time in the past as well. And that was an important win for us. It put down a marker, it showed that we can compete at that level. And I don't see any reason why we wouldn't continue to do that. And it's not out of the possibilities that we can win it. But there's some very, very high-quality teams in there, so we need to be top of our game.
Okay, final question now. Will TCM be ready for the spring LAN season?
Absolutely, yeah. We've worked 8 weeks now for practices in the last 8 weeks. Probably most active team, other than Very Games online. We've played pretty much everyone across the board in the top 10 right now, online. We've now come to an offline tournament, and we've had our boot camp, if you like, if you want to call it that, without being disrespectful. And the next step is that we have 3 big LANs coming up in April, and we want to be competing at them. We want to be finishing top 3 and looking at going into the summer as one of the top 3 teams.
Okay, well, thanks for your time, and best of luck in the future.
Thanks very much.